Waka Flocka told me a long time ago. He asked me, he said, "What make you different?" I said, "Man, I make a lot of music. Everybody do that. What make you different?" I said, "Man, my hooks are hard. Everybody got hard hooks. What make you different?" I said, "Man, I can drop 1,000 projects. Everybody do. What make you different?" I said, "I do a lot of music videos. Everybody do. What make you different?" He said, I ain't trying to flex on you. I'm trying to make you think like this isn't what you think it is." So when I found that out, I learned to come in the game, marketing first, music second.
Today on the Pattern Disruption Podcast, I'm sitting down with an artist who's been making waves in the game for over a decade, building his brand, dropping hit after hit, and proving that independent artists can thrive on their own terms. Hailing from Joliet, Illinois, Real Young G has crafted a unique sound, an unshakable fan base, and he's just hit a major milestone: 1 million Instagram followers. From music to marketing to the big screen, we diving into the mind of a true disruptor. Real Young G, welcome to the show, man.
My dog. I appreciate you for having me. That was one hell of an introduction. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Man, listen, let me tell you something, man.
For sure.
I've watched you on the grind, and I'm gonna tell you, you need to package that and sell it, man.
Man, we trying to, man. Look, man, the book is on the way. The movie's on the
You
way,
need
my
to,
brother. Yes, sir.
most definitely. You've been in the game for over a decade, dropping projects and building your brand independently. What has been the biggest lesson you learned about longevity in this industry?
Man, it's to always reinvent yourself. It's to always stay consistent. It's to always, push yourself to new heights and new levels. Stay ahead of the trend. You gotta know what's trending. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I was stuck in, the time I came out, it was different. We didn't really have social media. I didn't have Instagram when I was in high school and things of that nature. Because if I did, I already told people I'd be like a billionaire by now. You know what I'm saying? But it's to stay reinventing yourself. Stay using the tools that is granted to you. Like I said, the Instagrams, the TikToks, the Facebooks. Every sales part of marketing. Market yourself. So I think it was to be able to adapt over time. For sure.
Okay, most definitely. Well, listen, your parents' musical influence played a big role in kind of shaping your sound. So, what's a song or artist that from your childhood that still inspires you today?
Honestly, man, my dad had 2 rap CDs. My dad was always into different types of music, but he had 2 rap CDs that stood out to me. It was Snoop Dogg's Doggy Style, and it was Tupac Me Against the World. And when I heard those, man, I was like, yo, man, this is hard, especially Tupac. Because, Tupac could break something so down so cold, you can relate to it. You can feel the emotion. So I really drew to that. So I was like, you know what? I can do this. You know what I'm saying? I know I can do this. For sure.
Yeah, most definitely. Listen, hang on one second. Check something real quick. I think I'm having a
connection problem.
There we go. Yeah, I had a problem with my sound, but here we go.
Say less.
Okay, that better?
Yeah, that should be better. I'm trying
to most definitely.
Set something. Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
All right, we good.
But Me Against the World. And what else?
He had Me Against the World. Then he had Doggy Style, Snoop Dogg, Doggy Style.
Okay, that's dope. And that's ironic that down here in Nashville yesterday we did Dre Day, and basically
say that.
So basically Dre Day is where my cousin, he actually covered all of Dre's old, his whole catalog with a live band, man. So it's crazy.
Okay, that's hard. That's fire right there. At Nashville, I was there like a year ago, about a year, 2 years ago in Nashville. I rock with Nashville.
Right, and it's funny, man. When I asked you to do this interview, the first thing you said to me was, "Man, I come down there," and I say, "See, the grind. You definitely need a book on that, man, because whatever that is that inspires you to jump on that road whenever duty calls, I need some of that. You know what I'm saying? Plug me up."
For sure, man. It's a blessing, man. It's that drive and that grind, man. It's that thing like I like, tapping in different cities. My thing is, I got a car. They call it real road running. You know what I'm saying? I got a car. I put miles on the car. Man, this car is meant to travel. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't just meant to go local. So a lot of people get set in the local mindset. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go there. No, I want to see the world. So if I can get up in that car, gas that G ride up, I'm gone for sure.
Okay, most definitely. And I see you everywhere, man. So listen,
yes, sir.
You started rapping at 14. So If you
Yep.
could give that young version of yourself some advice, what would it be?
Just to how can I put it, man? Just stay down, believe in yourself, stay believing in yourself. When others don't believe in you. I mean, some of the same tools I use to this day. But the advice I really would say is just to just shake it up a little bit, man. Be different, be unique. Don't follow nobody else's trend. Create your own trend. Create your own way.
That's dope. And just piggybacking on what you said,
Yeah,
I've gotten to the point now where when I'm about to do something, I tell myself, literally, I have an out of body experience. Tell myself, look, I don't care what
yeah,
it is. If it's carrying, balancing something while I'm walking across the room, I tell myself,
yeah,
you can do this.
hell yeah,
You're gonna make it happen. And literally,
for
just
sure.
that self talk, I normally do it, but
Facts.
you don't know the value of that until you get conscious. And it sounds like you conscious of the things you do and knowing that you can believe in yourself.
Yeah, it's really real live affirmations that you got to say to yourself. You got to know that you can do. You got to have that confidence. Confidence is key. Can nobody else give you confidence but you? You got confidence, you can go out and you can do whatever. You can do wonders. You just got to believe in yourself. I say, people, you put God first and you don't lose sight of the main goal. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people lose sight of the main goal because they care what others think. Me, I can care less what people think, for sure.
Now, where did you get that from? That because that's did that come from your parents or?
Yeah, definitely did. Definitely did. Especially my pops, man. My pops always told me, man, like I used to sell CDs back in the day. My pops was like, you'll get 1,000 no's before you get one yes. Don't let them 1,000 no's discourage you. But when you get that one yes, guess what? It's gonna keep on happening. And I did get 1,000 no's, but then I got that one yes. He's like, you know what? Let me check out the CD. He paid me $5 for the CD, and it was love ever since. And I had to ask, like, my dad was right. Believe in yourself,
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
and that's another reason why I do what I do. I just started this podcast 4 months ago, but the reason I'm
That's
doing
hard.
them every day is it for that
Yeah,
exact same reason. Because once
you gotta
you
stay
got to stay
dedicated.
dedicated
Yeah,
to it, man. So I said I'm
hell
doing
yeah.
100 shows before I look at the scoreboard.
That's hard.
100
That's hard.
shows
I
before I
like that.
do.
That's
You know what
hard.
I'm saying? And with that, it comes once you start doing it. They say the road will illuminate as you walk it, but you won't be able to see the whole
Mm,
road.
okay,
And
that's
if
hard.
you set your goals out far enough, you're gonna learn. It's gonna speed up because you're gonna start getting intellectual property and learning stuff they can't take from you. So
That's
most
hard.
definitely, bro.
Yeah,
But I want to ask you,
I
the
like.
YGN brand, it
Yeah,
represents young greatness nation, right?
nation.
Okay.
Yep.
What does greatness mean to you, and how do you instill that in your work?
Greatness to me means that, whatever it is you want to do in life, I don't care if you just want to play video games for a living. I don't care if you want to be a teacher. I don't care if you're a janitor. Whatever you do in life, be great at it. Because you only got one shot at greatness. You only got one shot for people to know who you are. I was told that, God's gift to us is our talent. Our gift back to God is what we do with it. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So I'm just trying to change the game a day at a time. And what it means to me and my brand is I want to be rememberable. Like I want to leave a legacy that's gonna always carry on. And people be like, you know what? This dude did it all by himself. And I'm saying, like, real talk, because I ain't got no, like I said, no major labels. I ain't got
yeah,
no major investors. It's just me, God, hard work, dedication, man. And we just pushing through each day at a time. So greatness to me is that you can be great. It may take longer than others, but guess what? It's gonna happen and the world gonna
yeah.
know.
The
You know
world
what I'm
definitely
saying?
gonna know, man. I just seen you with the likes of. So the funny thing is, I was backstage with you. That's how we met.
Yeah.
And you went on my cousin's podcast. You
Say
went on
less.
CJ's podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my
yeah,
boy.
yeah.
Yeah, it's my boy.
Most definitely, man. And let me tell you something. He told me, he said, man, that dude is like lightning. That energy he gonna bring in the room, it's like lightning.
Love, bro.
So most
Yeah.
definitely, you
Yeah,
always
yeah.
bring it, man, and I appreciate it. Um,
I appreciate you for even reaching out to me for
yeah,
that.
man,
Word.
and it's a
Yeah.
whole new fan base for you. You know what I'm saying? Like
It
people
is.
people
It
don't
is.
understand. We kind of take for granted if you get one person that believes
Come on
one
now.
person,
Yeah.
we
Yes,
not
sir.
8, 9 degrees away from the things we want no more. With the internet, we closer to like one or two.
We can
We could
touch them.
touch them.
We can touch them
Yeah,
quick.
right, right.
Yeah, we can touch them quick. Yes,
So
sir.
independence in music is a grind. Was there ever a
Yeah.
moment when you considered signing to a label, or has independence always been the goal?
Honestly, my first goal coming out the gate when I first started out, I want to go sign to a label because I feel like a label gonna make you a millionaire. You're gonna be a big star, and then like I said, man, reality kick in. That's not the case. So it's kind of by force and let down that I made myself an independent artist. Like YG, I'm like, you know what? If no label want to sign me, I'ma sign me. So I'm gonna create YGN, Young Greatness Nation. And ever since then, I've been seeing how the game's been shifting. Like the game's been shifting from a major audience platform to independency. Now you got some pros with being signed as a major artist. Some pros that come with it. You get that machine behind you.
Yeah.
You get the different press, different billboards. Independently, you gotta do it yourself. But guess what? Independently, it's gonna last longer. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So like I said, I wanted to be a major artist, but when I found out the ins and outs, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna stick to this independent grind because I got more freedom. I can move around freely. It's artists right now that can't even move around unless they label tell them, hey, this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I love the fact that I got my freedom, man. Freedom is key.
Okay. Okay. So let's talk about your flow. Now, this is the Focus on Film series. So we're talking about film, but I'm kind of leading up to that because
Yeah,
I've heard you in your last podcast. You said that you were getting into film. That's why I wanted to reach out. I wanted you to come on. Not
yeah, for sure. Yeah,
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 yeah.
most definitely. So
Definitely.
your unorthodox flow and the hooks, they've earned you a loyal fan base. Do you see yourself as a disruptor in the industry? And if so, why?
Man, I definitely do. I definitely do, man. Because look, man, the blueprint that I came up with, and you know what I'm saying, I'm giving out the game. The blueprint that I came up with back in the day was that okay, all right, I'm dropping music, and don't nobody want to hear it, but the people around me, like my friends, family. That's cool, but it's not gonna get you to where you need to be, and where you need to be is that other side. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you
So,
lucky to have your friends
um,
wanting to listen to it.
it's but at the while they get like that's
Yeah,
G
yeah, yeah.
that's all. They don't care. It's not like a big ah ooh and ah, like you're not anticipating. You don't
Right.
care. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know what? For the world to take me serious, I'm gonna go out here and I'm gonna get with some of your favorite artists. I'm gonna get with some of the hottest people in the game. To the fact that you gonna have to listen to my
Yeah,
music. So that, you know they might see me pop up with, let's say, who was hot at that time, a Cash Out. Dang, G with Cash Out. What the hell going
yeah,
on? You know what I'm saying? Like, is he about to do a song? Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't know what's going on. So at the end of the day, that helped build my brand and that helped people listen to my music. So I felt like, yes, I'm a disruptor because, I came in the game and shaking things up. I came in the game marketing first,
yeah.
music second.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because people will make so much music and they'll get them nowhere. My thing is I'm gonna market myself, make my brand bigger than my music. Because essentially it's all depends on your brand. You can make 1,000 songs, but guess what? If you only known for one song, it's over with. What do you got to fall back on?
Right.
No, homie, we gonna build the brand. We're gonna build Real Young G. We're gonna build YGN. We're gonna build the big, as a conglomerate. Can't nobody stop it. So when the music gone, guess what? I still got Real Young G. I still got YGN. I still got all these other entities and brands. Like 50 Cent. 50 don't even do music like that, but 50 from Power, 50 from Vitamin Water, 50 from the G Unit game. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like, it's a
No, that's
brand.
real.
You know the brand. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna make sure the brand is gonna outlast the music because it's gonna live forever. So definitely feel like I'm a disruptor for sure.
I like that. You said that you came marketing first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Music
Music
second. You
second.
know what I'm saying? Yep. And I like to say my music. I talk about my life. You know what I'm saying? I love music that you can relate to. But I know that everybody do that. Like you got the Rod Waves of the world, you got the Drakes of the world, you got people that show emotion in music. So what's gonna set me apart? Like Waka Flocka told me a long time ago. He asked me. He said, "What make you different?" I said, "Man, I make a lot of music. Everybody do that. What make you different?" I said, "Man, my hooks are hard. Everybody got hard hooks. What make you different?" I said, "Man, I can drop 1,000 projects. Everybody do. What make you different?" I said, "I do a lot of music videos. Everybody do. What make you different?" He said, I ain't trying to flex on you. I'm trying to make you think like this ain't what you think it is."
Okay.
So when I found that out, I learned to come in the game, marketing first, music second.
I like that. I like that. I like that. So he was pressing you. He was pressing you, and there wasn't nowhere to
Yeah,
go but to rise. You know what I'm saying? To rise, you had to come
yeah.
exactly.
I had to come about that because I'm like,
Yeah,
dang, he right. Everybody do make music. Everybody want to be rappers and everybody want to be, you know what I'm saying, singers and entertainers. But what make me different? Everybody feel like they different, but what make me different? What make me stand out? You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
yeah.
he made me think, and I ain't gonna lie, I didn't understand it then, but as the more I got into the game, I started to understand it, and I'm glad he pressed me like that because it changed my whole approach to the game.
Okay, okay. Now you toured all over the country. What city showed you
Yeah,
the most love? You know I'm waiting on this one. You
yeah,
know I'm waiting on this one. And which experience stands out as a defining moment in your career?
man, I ain't gonna lie,
That's
Detroit.
what I'm talking.
You, yeah, I love the D. I tell people all the time, man, Detroit my second home, brother. I never when I come to Detroit, I never want to go back to the crib. They look at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, nah, man, it's love out there, man. It's love out there for
What
sure. You
what
know what
is
I'm
it
saying?
about Detroit that what is it?
Man, y'all culture, man. Y'all just some getting money people, man. Y'all just and y'all show love and y'all put each other on in a sense. Like y'all stick together. A lot of these other like places I've been to, they don't stick together. Yeah, we got artists. Yeah, we might be from this area, that area, but y'all all make music together. Y'all all push each other,
Yeah,
bro. And that's
yeah.
what I love about
But
Detroit.
but we
That's my
we
favorite city.
haven't always been like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we are now that we got on, and the sound, that Detroit sound is kind of touching, because
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
still not well, I'm gonna say that we national, but I'm just saying, like, with Cash Doll, with but people like Big Sean, his sound, do he sound Detroit to you? He don't.
Nah, he
He
don't.
don't.
He don't.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah. So
saying?
that right there, he wasn't one of the ones that put the Detroit sound on. I think it was more of the Peasies and
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
definitely.
yeah. I think they started
Definitely.
kind of
Yeah. Peasies, Ice Wear
yeah, yeah.
Bezos, Babyface
Yep.
Rays, and everybody out like y'all city got y'all got some heavy hitters in
But
y'all
let me
city,
not
man. I ain't
say
gonna
that
lie
because
to
they're gonna get me. Detroit gonna get me. We got to go back to Blade Icewood. You
you.
know,
Okay. Okay.
boss up and get this money. Yeah, yeah,
Ah,
yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Okay, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
got
All
to give
right,
it to
yeah,
him.
all
Rest
right.
his soul, man. I got to give it to him. And the Cheddar Boys and all of them.
Yeah,
They got
y'all.
down with E40 in the Bay, and that sound kind of yeah. So I'm gonna say they put us on, and then from that influence, and that's how
Yeah,
Detroit sound kind of stuck around, and we got what we got today, man. So I definitely appreciate that you say, and shout out to my
yeah,
city, man. I left for a minute, but I left to
yeah.
go get to bring it home. One thing they say about Detroit is wherever we go, we hustle. And you say coming to Detroit, you see the grind.
Man, can't come into Detroit. I saw the grind. I said, man, they get money out here. It's love out here. Y'all got fashion out here, man. People don't know, man. Back in the day, before my time, everything used to come to Detroit. Everything used to come through Detroit. The automotive industry.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Y'all had Motown out there. Man, shout out, you know what I'm saying? Y'all had some real legends out there. I mean, shout out BMF and everybody else, Hunted Fam, everybody, you know what I'm saying? Y'all had some real stand up people out there. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
That place is it holds a sacred space in my heart. 'Cause that's the first market that ever showed me love. The first market. I'm like, yo, I
Wow.
rock with Michigan. Y'all, hey, out here. I rock with y'all.
That's real. So, but every artist has songs that feel personal. Which track of yours best represents your story and why?
Oh man, I got so many songs, man. Everything. I want to say all of them, but you want to say I gotta pick out one.
For me,
Talks to my.
which
Yeah,
one,
go ahead.
if you wanted to tell your story, which song should I go listen to when I get off of this interview?
I gotta promote the new one, man. Bitter.
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
I listen to Bitter for sure. I listen
yeah,
to Bitter.
yeah, 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 yeah. I mean.
It's Bitter about a relationship that you just got out of?
Definitely,
Okay.
definitely. It's about a relationship in that, it's about a relationship with what I'm saying, a female that I was with. What I'm saying, we just didn't, work out. It happens like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't work out. But a mug try to do whatever they can to try to, take away from who you are. So I
Yeah.
say, yeah, bitter for sure. And it's because it's my current status. My current, life. I rap about my life. I make music about my life. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So where I'm at in my life, I'm out here chilling, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, all right, what I'm going through at the time, I write about it. You know what I'm saying? I talk about it. But bitter or face my fears. And when I say face, I like face my fears a lot because face my fears, my vision clear. Show no love, love ain't here. Shining bright, chandelier. I'ma start and put me first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that song I say that because we all got fears out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we all tend to shy away from it. We don't instead of facing them. I promise you, once you face your fears, your confidence will be better. You know what I'm saying? You move better. You feel like you can take on any and everything. So I would say between face my fears and bitter for sure.
Face My Fears and Bitter. Most definitely. Okay. Now,
Mm.
you recently crossed 1 million subscribers on Instagram, man.
Man, it's crazy, man.
Congratulations. What was the key
Thank you, my
strategy
brother.
that helped you hit that milestone?
All right. Back in the day, I would sell CDs. So I print up CDs. I go to your local mall, right?
Hmm.
This is when I was young. This is when I was like in my teens. You know what I'm saying? I don't suggest you do that now, but this is when I was in my teens. You know what I'm saying? I go to the mall, sell my CDs, my social media being there. Then CDs got extinct. So now we on Apple Music, Spotify, and your social media. What's your social media looking like? So now I go around, I make sure I get followed. I say, hey, y'all got social media? Yeah, we got Instagram, we got this, we got that. Okay, well, follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me. So I would build up my social media locally at these different malls. Then I hit the road. I go on the road. And at this point, I'm traveling, I'm meeting people. Well, not only if I'm chilling with the person that's getting booked at that time, but I'm actually going out to the crowd, talking to the people, interacting with the fans. Follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me, building up my presence, building up my catalog. Then, we got to the point to where Facebook and Instagram, you can market and promote yourself. So I'll put in a little fee and promote my profile to people. You know what I'm saying? Promote it over the Instagram, sponsor my post. So then people start following, and then they like what they see, they tell their friends about it. And man, it's been up ever since. So yeah,
Man, and how long have you had this Facebook page? This one right here.
there's this Facebook, Instagram page. I didn't had this page for about,
Yeah, the
man,
Instagram page,
a
I mean.
little bit over because Instagram. I got Instagram in college, so it had to be
Wow.
with cheap K came. Yeah, about 2012. Yep, 2012.
You've been grinding, bro. You've been
2012. Like
grinding.
I told you, this ain't overnight, bro.
Yeah, this ain't
This is
overnight.
2012. I didn't have this since 2012 when I first get my first iPhone. Instagram had the little, you know what I'm saying? It was a little after before Mark Zuckerberg purchased it. So yeah. So since 2012. Yeah.
Okay. Well, social media, we know it's a powerful tool for artists. How do you balance engaging with fans while still staying focused on your music? Because you move around a lot. When you ever get in
Yeah.
the studio and you're making
Yeah.
music, but you got a schedule for that?
Yeah, I do. Actually, I do. I lock in. When I'm in the studio, I lock in, so I don't really get on my social media. I don't, you know what I'm saying, phone on D&D. We hear the beats, we hear the music, we record, we knock it out, we focus on that part of the project because I still record content when I'm in the studio. Like I take my phone out, whatever, or I might have a cameraman come through, record some content for me so I can focus. But other than that, we lock in. It's a time and a place for everything. Like social media is a time and a place. I feel like we as people, we got to get back to knowing that okay, this is social media is a tool. It's not our everyday life because people get so wrapped up into it that it becomes their everyday. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I focus on all right. This is the time for social media. I'm gonna post my content because at the end of the day, I get on there to post content, then I get off real life. You know what I'm saying? So um, I just find the balance by like I said, D&D. Boom. All right, I'm in the studio. All right, cool. Social media day. Boom. Post all this content. Boom. Chill, relax. So it's finding the balance, but it's worth it for sure.
Okay. Okay. All right. And so viral moments can make or break your career in the industry, right? Have
Definitely.
you had a specific post or trend that skyrocketed your growth? Yeah, I definitely want to know. Or
Yeah.
has it been more of a slow, steady grind?
I'm gonna
Or
say
do it?
both. I'm gonna say both. It's been a slow, steady grind, and it was a viral post that went viral years ago on Facebook. Shout out Glorilla. Me and Glorilla, we pretty cool, man. That's the home girl. She was in Chicago at Big Jam, and it was this artist, this artist. You know what I'm saying? He real cool too. He took a picture with her, and I was in the background, I was in the background of their picture, regular look, just looking like regular. And they was like, man, they screenshot, they played with me. They screenshot and was like,
He hating.
yeah, exactly, yeah. When your homie hate him, when you get the girl you want,
Uh,
and I'm cracking up, I'm laughing so hard. See things like that you can't take personal. I'm laughing hard. I'm like, dude, I said, dude, really, literally the homie, and go really my homie, and I just so happen to be in the background, but people gonna do what they do,
yeah.
Facebook, social media. I'm gonna say Facebook, social media comedians. So that kind of pushed me up a little bit, but for the most part, it's been a slow, steady grind. Traveling state to state, locking in with people for
Well,
sure.
well, thanks
But
for
that
the
was a viral moment though.
yeah, thanks for them hating then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yes.
Hey, press is good press. I'll
Yeah,
take it for sure.
yeah, most definitely, most definitely. Okay. We're gonna get into a little bit of film, man, and I'm gonna let you get out of here. I know you're in transit right now. But
Say less, man. I love this. I appreciate you for having me, dog. I'm here.
okay, for sure. So music videos have become many movies, man.
Yeah.
Um, how important is the visual element in storytelling for you?
Man, honestly, the visual element to me is nowadays, I feel like it's important. It's been important, but I feel like it's even more important because these kids go to YouTube, right?
Yeah,
And these kids want to look at things. Like when you an influencer, a rapper, you get influence. So they go to first thing they go to when they wake up in the morning is YouTube. YouTube is they news. YouTube is they everything. YouTube is they cable. YouTube is everything to them. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It's the new norm that we in. So I feel like it's important to if I got a song, you might not check out the audio on the album because everybody ain't gonna download your album. But somebody might come across you on YouTube and be like, "Yo, that's hard. He got an album." You know what I'm saying? So that visual will help because at the end of the day, it's gonna paint the picture for people who want to buy into who you are. It's nothing but once again, another marketing tool. It's good to go hand in hand because if you're telling a story with your music and sometimes people can't visualize it, guess what? You go right to that music video and then put it together for you. Like, oh, that's what he was talking about in his music. It makes sense now. So I believe that it's very important.
okay, most definitely, most definitely.
Yeah, yeah.
If you could turn one of your albums into a full length film, which one would it be? And
Oh,
What would the story be
Okay,
about?
the new one. I'll say the new one, therapeutic.
Okay.
Therapeutic. You know what I'm saying? And because it's about therapy, it's about me living my living my life, living in between two alter egos. You know what I'm saying? One being Greg, which is my real name, and then the other one is Real Young G. So living between two worlds is a therapy session. I'm trapped inside my mind.
Okay.
Or might be my latest project. It might be my latest project, Talks with My Soul. Because, we all go through things and it's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like what is fame life really worth? Is it worth your integrity? Is it worth your soul? So Talks with My Soul. So I feel like I'll be something like a horror movie. Like Michael Jackson did with Thriller, for sure.
Okay, most definitely. Well, hip hop and film have always had a close relationship. Are there movies that shaped your perspective as an artist?
For sure, man. I like we talking about movies like cinema, like I wanna
Yeah,
say like I liked how can I put it, man? Boys in the Hood, you know what I'm saying? Friday for sure, you know
yeah,
what I'm saying? Bad Boys, you know what I'm saying? Movies like that, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like just good action, good, you know what I'm saying? Don't be a menace, you know what I'm saying? Like good action, good comedy films, funny films, they definitely shaped it because like I said, music and film go hand in hand, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So
Most
yeah,
definitely.
definitely.
So far, have you done any films? Any have you been in any movies or?
I've been in some background thing. I know I got called for some background work, and you know what I'm saying. It's been pretty cool. I really wanted to get into like, how can I put it? Like how what 50 doing, like Power, like stuff like that,
On
like those different
series
type
and
of
stuff?
universes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Or like the TV show The Shy and different things like that. So I definitely want to get into some action movies, action films, action TV series, drama TV series. So I'm working on some things. I'm big into Broadway. I love Broadway. I love theater. You know what I'm saying? I just saw a play called Clue. I just found out it was a video game. No, a game, not a video game. It was a board game and a movie. So
oh,
I'm trying
you
to.
talking about the board game Clue?
Yeah, they made a screenplay, but they made a Broadway play out of it. I just saw it on last Wednesday. So it
Wow.
was fire. It was fire. Like yeah, I'm an influencer for Broadway Chicago. So anytime plays come to Chicago, I always come and I always see and I always support.
Okay, okay, most definitely. So if somebody made a documentary about your life and your career, what would the title be? And what's the main message you want people to take away from it?
The title would be Real Young G, an American Hustle. And what I want people to take away from it is you don't gotta you ain't gotta, you know what I'm saying, you ain't gotta sit here and you can believe in yourself. You ain't gotta sit here and ride other people's waves. You ain't gotta sit here and, let people, say dictate your pace. At the end of the day, you do you. You come from a background of good, what I'm saying, raised loving parents. Be yourself. To be yourself and to get out the mud. You ain't gotta be like, oh, I'm a gangster rapper or I'm this and I'm that. You ain't gotta try to fit in. Be yourself and you're gonna win. And just hustle, work hard, and believe in yourself. So that's the message I want to portray.
Okay, okay. Um, so the Tubi this Tubi movie
Yeah.
uh, wave that we have right now, Detroit is kind of marked
Y'all
our
killing it.
yeah. So
Y'all killing it, man.
they're calling us the Motown of movies at this point because we
Facts.
kind of pushing them off of assembly line just like the cars were. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all killing the mugs. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like how y'all doing it is dope. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's dope. I don't know how y'all doing it, but it's dope. And keep on doing it. I love that.
Most definitely, most definitely. So, how, for one thing, how can people find you?
Yeah.
Yeah, how can
Okay.
people find you? Uh,
They can find me at Real Young G. That's RealYungG. That's on all social media platforms. That's on Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, everything. So Spotify, everything, social media and streaming platforms as well.
okay, and your project, your latest project is called.
Yeah. It's called my latest song I just dropped is called Why You Mad, but my latest project coming out is called Therapeutic, and Therapeutic is definitely on the way. I'm done with the album. I'm just building up the singles to get it what it needs to do, and then once the singles is do what they need to do, guess what? The album is there. But Therapeutic is done, ready to release, and we got videos already ready shot and ready to drop. So yeah,
Most definitely, man. I listen. I appreciate you stepping in the
yeah.
room. This film
Thank you,
thing
brother.
for you. If you ever
hmm
need, I got contacts with everybody in the Detroit. Most of the people that do movies in Detroit, I can
Yeah.
get you in contact with them. You know,
Let's do it, bro. Listen, tell him I'm trying to get in a 2 week movie. Tell him, hey, look, I'm ready. Listen, I will come to Detroit for about 2, 3, 4 days. Stay out there, kick it, get in the. Tell them I'm ready. Let's
Yeah,
do this.
for sure. Now listen, you got a couple pictures on your Instagram that I want to just ask you about. You got
Man,
the
come on.
one with Drake.
Yeah,
I know that was major for you,
that was hard. That was hard for me.
and that
Yeah,
was before the diss.
yeah. That was before the beef for
Yeah, that
sure.
was before the beef. So, have you met Kendrick or been in?
Uh, I, I've been around Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? We haven't officially talked and things of that nature.
Yeah,
But anytime I seen him was like a head nod. So I don't know Kendrick, but
yeah.
I've been around K Dot for sure, definitely.
Okay,
At
most
different
definitely.
venues and concerts and stuff. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and I just saw you with Desi Banks down.
Yeah, that's my boy.
Where was that at?
We in Dayton, Ohio. We in Dayton, Ohio. I'm out here tonight for the second show. So he had 2 nights out here. So I'm out here just kicking it, vibing, networking. Getting into it. But
Okay,
yeah, that's my dog. That's my brother for sure.
okay, for sure, man. Listen, Real Young G, man, I appreciate you stopping by.
And I appreciate you for having me,
And
bro.
gracing the podcast with your presence, man. The energy is
It's all love.
always big. I leave talking to you. I leave the podcast with a whole
Yeah,
new vibe. So you didn't kind of
that's
push that
fire.
energy off on me, man.
I
So
appreciate that, bro.
one main
Appreciate that.
thing that stood out is you believing in yourself. I can already tell that you do. So shout out to
Yeah.
your parents because I know they had a big major role in putting that on you, man. And now you taking it out to the world. And let me know when that book drop, man.
Man, come on, man. We getting into it, man. I'm trying to have it be a New York best time seller for sure.
That's what that's what I'm talking about. Well, I appreciate you, brother. From the Pattern Disruption podcast to you,
Yes.
I'm gonna make sure that I tag all of your social media in the comments and
Yeah.
whatever post that I do on this show, man. So,
Say less. I'm gonna repost it, bro. All you gotta do is send it to me. I got you.
okay, for sure, man. I appreciate you.